type of stuff because we're going to talk about all things black this morning. Oh my God! Somebody said a black man killed their son. Oh yes, dear God! Please make sure if you got a good comment a good comment. I ain't talking about one of them fuck nigga comments. I'm talking about a good comment that we'll be able to roll back through the screen, put it in there 2-3 times until we said, but don't do it because they'll think it's spam. Now I want to start out this morning because we're going to talk about all things black. But the first thing I want to start out this morning with is this clip right here. Play this clip for us, Mo.
Man, what you doing, bro?
Man, this a nigga, bro. Move.
That's a nigga?
Yeah.
Okay. What he did? He tried you?
He keep breaking everything. I'm trying to treat her like a bitch. Take care of her now. I'm trying to get money to take care of us, bro. But she don't understand.
Oh, that's a faggot.
Boy, fuck you.
Oh, hell no. This nigga trying to turn a faggot to a housewife.
Did you miss it, Diamond? You saw it?
I saw it.
Let's watch it again.
Okay.
Man, this a nigga, bro. Move.
That's a nigga?
Yeah.
Okay. What he did? He tried you?
He keep breaking everything. I'm trying to treat her like a bitch. Take care of her now. I'm trying to get money to take care of us, bro. But she don't understand.
Oh, that's a faggot.
Boy, fuck you.
Oh, hell no. This nigga trying to turn a faggot to a housewife.
His laugh was hilarious.
All right. Let's bring in our Hope. Hey, Hope.
Hey, good morning.
You didn't come in with a lot of energy with that one. You didn't like that, did you?
Uh-uh.
You ain't like that. Everybody say good morning to Hope. Y'all say good morning to Hope. Display names up here. You ain't like that, did you, Hope? Bring in our good Judy. Hey, Craig.
Hola.
Craig, you didn't like that either, did you?
I didn't, but I have my energy for George Floyd and the white woman that was up in the park in New York. So I want to say
all right. Well, move Craig out the way. Let me in the transgender woman have our little discussion over this, and we're gonna discuss that with that little piece with Craig too. Bring Chi-Chi on here. Hey, Chi-Chi.
Hey.
Thank God you put clothes on.
Girl.
Did you like that? Did you see what that video? How you felt about that video?
To be honest and truthfully, I live for the boy who had the girl on the ground said I live for him because he was living in the truth. But the derogatory comment after that, I didn't live for none of that.
All right, we'll take Chi-Chi out. All right, good. All right. So here's my problem with the situation, right? My problem with the situation is this. I'm gonna set it off, and then we're gonna go into all that. My problem with the situation is this, okay? If you watch the video, the guys in the car was ready to get out and help him bash that girl when they found out that she was not a girl.
Oh.
No, you didn't pay it any attention. That's why I asked you, did you watch it? So they were ready to get out of the vehicle. You all right, dog? Oh, that's a nigga? What he did?
Yeah.
What he did?
Yeah.
They was ready to elevate from the vehicle. You can hear in the tonality of the situation. They was ready to elevate from the vehicle and bash the pawn. Right or wrong, ho?
Yeah. Yep.
I get your sound. Something going on with your sound. What's a little delay? Okay. All right. So, yeah. See, because all this gonna lead into all our conversations. I know Craig dismissed that because that don't really affect him. He's only black right now, so he dismissed that. Usually, that's how butch queens do,
and that's another problem.
That's how butch queens usually do. That's how a lot of gay men usually dismiss stuff. No, don't wave your hand now, queen. Don't wave your hand now. Don't wave your hand now. Okay, Craig, say put him in. Put Craig in real quick.
First of all, don't jump on that train with her. It ain't got to do with no Butch Queen and nothing about me taking priority about being black first. My thing is that it's not that was not an issue, but people have been killed. So to me, that was not my priority in coming on to this conversation. I thought we were coming on here to talk about it. So it's not that.
We are, because I'm about to tie all this into the whole situation.
Right, but don't say that it's not an issue for me and because it doesn't bother me. It's not that. For me, the priority is a man was killed, was murdered by the cops. That was what I wanted.
But a man was about to get murdered in the eyes of the situation.
But I didn't know that we were discussing that.
We discussing it all, Craig. I say all things black this morning. You asked me what we was talking about. I told you we talking about all things black. When I hit you, I said we talking about all things black. So I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you. I ain't gonna put you to the back.
But the things that I over Mo to put up are all related to the woman in New York.
All this is related to that. This not separate.
I didn't say that it wasn't, but what I'm saying is the assets that I sent to Mo were tied into George Floyd and the woman in New York. I didn't know anything about that story. I didn't know you were bringing that story up. So my mind is set to discuss those things, not that.
Okay. Well, maybe I should. I don't want to put no heat on you, but stay in, Craig.
Well, Craig, if it make you feel any better, I don't know nothing that we talking about today.
Good, because I want
nothing.
Good, because I want it right off the cuss.
Yeah.
So here's the thing for me, okay? Now, when shit happened to black boys and black folks, my gay ass, Hope trans woman ass, and Craig, definitely your black ass, honey. You on the line of scrimmage. You right there in the front. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This is the place. And now, in no way am I not outraged about this situation that's happened to this man, because we're going to get on them motherfuckers in 2 minutes. We're going to get on it and dig on them for the rest of the entirety of the motherfucking show. But I want to start out.
I'm getting their asses my entire life, period.
I want to start out with.
This is why I don't take no shit from white folks. And I speak to them flat-footed and firm, and I look them right in their eyes.
Yes, I do the same thing with white folks, and this is why I don't take no shit from no black-ass nigga either.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about white folks.
Okay. Go ahead, Hope.
This is a problem. And it's a problem for me because at the end of the day, if you're not standing up for all of the communities that are marginalized, then nobody is going to be free. Period. And it kills me and it bothers me when I see people that are a part of the community that should understand, that like to pretend like this shit isn't happening because you feel like you're above it, because at the end of the day, black trans women are on the lowest of the lowest of the lowest part of the totem pole, because essentially to social eras and to the people that are happening or to the people that are not a part of it, black trans women are the lowest form of gay man that you can get. And so even gay men don't give a shit. And it bothers me that you're
message home.
It really does. It bothers me that you're sitting here like, yeah, like we can talk about that, but and it's just like, but no. And it bothers me because a lot of y'all don't want to talk about it, because then we have to hold black men accountable for the things that they do. It's okay to vilify white people, and it's okay to come for their necks. I'm going to every single day of the week, Monday through Sunday, I'm going to come for white people. But it bothers me when black men are out here killing up fucking trans women, beating up gay men at gay pride parades where they weren't even being bothered. Black men are out here targeting the girls on the stroll. Y'all are looking for LGBT people to come fuck with. Y'all are killing the girl simply because you can't take the idea that you thought she was beautiful. And then gay men like you.
No, it ain't Craig. No.
First of all, don't give me the gay men like me.
I need to.
No.
Hold on. It bothers me.
Hold on, because you've already accused me, and I've already clarified what I said. I didn't say that it wasn't important. So don't sit there and try to point that finger at me.
I'm not saying that you did. But what I'm saying is,
I clarified by saying I didn't know that we were going to be discussing that. When Madison messaged me earlier, I was under the impression that we were talking about George and the white woman.
So he didn't know. He didn't know. But he didn't know.
So don't sit here and my words.
Right. He didn't know that it was. He didn't know that was going to. He didn't know. He did.
And I simply said, well, you guys can discuss that. I want to jump in on the conversation about George Floyd. That was what I said.
But,
Right.
but my thing is, but let me
Don't
put it in
take that argument out on me.
But it's
Don't
not. But my thing, but you're a part of that.
No, I am not a part of that.
Yes,
I'm
you
actually
are,
having a
Craig.
conversation on June
Craig,
3rd on my
regardless of
YouTube
how-
channel with Derek J, and we're talking about the trans community, trans men and trans women. So don't tell me what I'm a part of. You've only met me on here. You don't tell me what I'm a part of. I'm actually trying to bridge the gap.
But whether, regardless of,
so don't tell me what I'm a part of that.
regardless of the work that you are doing, you represent a minority.
I am
You
not
represent
them.
a minority of people.
But
Regardless of that work,
but
you still
Hope,
represent a
them.
minority of those
but
people.
listen, Hope, he did not know, so we're not gonna ambush him.
It's
But
not
he
an
didn't.
ambush.
Yeah, but
No,
he
you
It's not an
absolutely did.
ambush.
You absolutely did. You
It's
tried.
not an ambush.
but Hope, he didn't know.
It's not an ambush. My thing is, it is about
When you
holding,
just
it is
said,
about
I'm gay
accountability.
men like you,
And the fact
you
that
got
the
some
fact
gay
that
men
it bothers
like
you
is
oh
what you
so
said.
much shows
That's
me
what
that
you
you know
said.
what's happening,
That
right?
is what you said.
right?
You said
And
gay
so
men
my
like
thing
you.
is, men like you. It
Hold
does not
on, Hope.
necessarily mean
There you go again with that bullshit. There you go
Hold
again
on.
with that bullshit.
But Hope, you can't say men like him. What you can say is gay men, some gay men,
Yeah.
because he did not know. He did not know. He was not aware that this was on the thing. You know, I told him we were talking about all things black, and here we go. Here it is. Okay.
And I sent Madison the things that I thought we were going to be discussing, and she said, "Okay, send it to Mo." She never showed me that video, so I wasn't prepared to have that
Right.
conversation.
And here's the thing. I know. Let's say this. We're all outraged about a lot of things this morning, and the first thing that's going on, and I'm trying to tie all of this shit in together. So we're all upset about what's going on with black people in our black community and black stuff. And this thing that just happened last night, what I'm trying to do is tie all the dots in together on black issues going all across the board. So it is kind of unfair for us to say, you know, that Craig is a partner because Craig is black. Now, it did seem, hold on, Craig. It did seem a little bit dismissive at first. It did.
Yeah, he was a little dry.
It did seem. It did.
I simply said, I'm going to save my conversation for the next part of the topic. I said,
Okay.
you want to discuss that?
Okay.
We can discuss that. What
So-
I think the problem is sometimes when, for those of you that are trans, Hope and Madison, sometimes when we don't make it our issue, all of a sudden we don't care, we're transphobic. I get people telling me that I'm transphobic now, and I'm working with one of the most famous trans women in the world. So how the fuck am I transphobic? Part of what I try to do with part of what I try to bring to the Queen Supreme Court show, and now that we're doing that in the show, is thought-provoking topics. We didn't even have these kind of topics when Kaya was here.
Right.
That was one of the arguments that Madison and I used to have. When I used to bring subjects like trans women getting killed or black people getting killed, Madison didn't even want, and this is not throwing you under the bus, Madison,
right.
but Madison didn't even want to talk about those heavy conversations. So the reason that some of y'all getting them fucking conversations is because I fought for them.
You did, and I did, and the reason why I didn't want to talk about those
transphobic.
But Craig, the lady didn't say you was transphobic.
She didn't say it. No, but it's
so, right. So
it's some motherfuckers in the comments trying it.
Okay, so let's get this under control. The lady didn't say that you were transphobic. Hope maybe we need to we need to redirect the energy off of a singular person and then just have the conversation based off of
a group of people,
things that have happened. You know, it did seem a little bit dismissive at first, Craig.
It did.
It did a little. It did, because I understand that you are very angry and very upset about this situation that has transpired with this situation that's going on with the gentleman. Very, very angry, because I'm upset about it too. But and Hope, we all upset about things. But what we are not going to be able to do is have a decent, educated conversation if we, the people in the conversation, are targeting each other. I did joke a little bit in the beginning, Hope. I did joke a little bit in the beginning. I shouldn't have joked a little bit fucking around with you, Craig. You get what I'm saying? You know, I should have just kept it on you riding the bicycle down there downtown, honey. We're trying to wash off the COVID-19, girl. I should have kept it on there. However, we are talking about all things black this morning. All things black. So, Hope, when we go back and we get back into this, let's shift the conversation off of the people that are here on the panel and just shift it to certain. And let's not use Craig as an example because Craig, you did seem dismissive, so I can see why she's been a little bit upset because I did get a little bit upset, but I understand.
Well, again. Well, again.
Listen, I'm telling you, but you didn't know that this is part of the conversation.
What I'm saying is, again, because it was a trans issue and I said, I don't want to talk, I'm not here to talk about that. I thought we were going to be talking about this. I'll comment on the next part of the conversation. But if it was a situation with something black, because how many times have I talked about something black and you said, I ain't talking about that black shit because them black niggas be the same one.
I do that.
Shit, and I don't take it personally.
I do that. I do it.
Take your feelings out of the shit. We having a conversation, period. That's it. I don't have to have a conversation about that. It doesn't mean that I don't care. But my priority in sitting down at this table with the talk about the black man that got killed, George Floyd, and that white woman that used her whiteness.
Yeah, because we're definitely finna put all this stuff together now. So, Hope, I'd like for you to finish your thought, but minus making Craig like the topic of it, a situation, and taking into account that he did not know that this was going to be on the thing, and that he did come in to speak about the other topics that we get ready to talk about. Craig, you ever met Hope before?
Yeah, in DC.
Craig, Hope, this is Craig. Craig, that's Hope. You both are very educated African American people, and I really want y'all to get along. Y'all have been getting along, but these are very sensitive subjects for us all. So let's show the colored folks that's watching how we as LBGT people gather each other and then move forward accordingly.
Hope is really in her feelings over there. But
Hope, because
you okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead, Hope.
I'm looking down because I have another monitor that's on a different level.
Okay.
And I'm watching the show from there so that I can also see people's responses and check myself in the moment because I want to see how it's reading to the folks in the audience. So that's where that's coming from. And I think that a lot of y'all don't understand because y'all don't know my background. I am an advocate for Black people, women, trans women, my gay boys, my lesbian women, everybody that encompasses people that are Black and marginalized within this community. That's what I do work for. I go and get arrested behind this shit. I'm not just out here pretending to be on the front lines. I am not a social media advocate. This is not fun and games for me. When Madison brought me on here, the reason that Madison was so hesitant to even have me on the show was because back in the day when so-and-so first left and she first started doing guests for the Queen Supreme Court and I wanted to put my bid in, Madison said, no, Hope, this ain't your lane. This is not what you do. So I don't think that would be a good fit for you. And I think that a lot of you don't understand my passion behind this because this is what I get paid to do. This is what I go out there and I put myself, my body on the line. When y'all ask what people are doing, that's what I'm doing. I'm not just sitting on social media talking out of my ass for the sake of it. I'm helping legislation get passed in Virginia. I'm helping legislation get passed in Atlanta, and I don't even live there. Yes, I haven't lived in Miami since I was 17 years old, and I'm helping legislation getting passed there. I am taking my own personal money and giving it to trans women. I am taking my own personal money and donating it to Black women who are in shelters and who have their children. And so it bothers me as a Black trans woman, like Maddie said, when things happen to Black people, when things happen to Black men, I am on the front lines. Black trans women are on the front line. Black LGBT people are on the front line. But it seems like when something happens to us, when something is done to us, everybody turns their back, including Black gay men. And so, Craig, I do want to issue you an apology because you didn't deserve that. And I understand how that came off. You didn't deserve that.
I appreciate it.
But when I see your face, I see men who have deliberately, like somebody down there said, he unfollowed me because of this. And there are so many Black gay men that do that when trans women speak up about what's happening to us. But let something happen to them. We on the front lines, we're marching. Black trans women are the matriarchs in this community, and we get no respect. And then when we speak up and we try to get people to see what is happening to us, it is dismissed. It's stepped over. It's walked over. Wait your turn. Not now. Y'all always try to make this an issue with trans people. But meanwhile, y'all blame stuff on trans women that we don't even have anything to do with. When they had that whole pad debacle, Black trans women don't wear pads. And they blamed it on us. And so excuse me for being passionate about my work, and excuse me for being passionate about the life that I walk in and I live in every single day. And I am so sorry if I've offended some of the Black gay men that don't want to own up to the idea that some of you dismiss the issues because you don't care, because just like heterosexual cis people, y'all believe that we're nothing more than men in wigs. And if we're not cute, y'all don't pay us no attention. If we don't pass, we're not worth your time. If we're not somebody that can help you get into somewhere or get a piece of trade, it doesn't matter to you. And I am sick of that. And so here it is, Black gay men, we need you. Here it is, Black people, we need you. Because just like Black men are dying, just like Black women are being vilified, Black trans women are dropping like flies. And the only difference is, you see how none of y'all knew about that but me and Maddie? It's always like that. A Black trans woman was killed this week too. A Black trans woman was killed last week too. 2 trans women were found in a fucking car the week before last, and nobody rioted. Nobody talked about it, because it's hard when the people that are killing Black trans women are the same people that we have to uplift. Because at the end of the day, if your Black agenda is not protecting Black men at all costs, you're on the wrong side of history. And it is unfair. And I'm sorry that some of y'all ain't gonna get it. I'm sorry that some of y'all are like, oh, I'm sick of her talking about the issues. But if your activism is not intersectional, meaning that it does not cross all of the paths of who you are, then it is trash. And so are you.
I get it. Now, and I really wanted to make sure that we put all of this stuff in together, because I want people to know, because